Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to NXT. This is WWE 2K26 Universe Mode episode 36. And tonight we come to you live from the NXT shed in Orlando, Florida at the Performance Center for another action-packed edition of the Black and Silver brand as we build up to our first of many NXT special events in the series. Our first being NXT Battleground. Welcome to the show, folks. I'm Callum, otherwise known as the KO King. Welcome to KO Productions and welcome to NXT. Gonna be an awesome show as always here tonight, folks. Let's not waste any further time and get straight into the action. Here we go, man. Let's get to work as the crowd goes mild. Well, anything but mild. They are reacting, but not in a positive manner, to this man, the former NXT Cruiserweight and former NXT North American Champion, Dirty Dominic Mysterio, who comes out here tonight to try and qualify and be the first man to get an opportunity in the NXT Jackpot ladder match.
Making his way to the ring from San Diego, California, weighing in at 200 pounds, Dirty Dominic Mysterio.
As Dirty Dom makes his way to the ring, you might be asking yourself, you might be asking me, you might be wondering, wait, what the hell is the NXT Jackpot ladder match? Well, basically, it's NXT's version of the Money in the Bank ladder match. Yes, we called it Money in the Bank ladder match last year, which Carmelo Hayes and Rhea Ripley won, both of which on the main roster. Now, look how that turned out for both of them. But it's now called the NXT Jackpot ladder match. There's going to be a men's one, there's going to be a women's one. Both 6-person ladder matches taking place at NXT Battleground. Our first NXT event the night before Money in the Bank, ladies and gentlemen. That is right, gonna be a hell of an event. We find out the first of 6 male participants in this opening contest tonight. We find our second in the main event tonight. Later on here in this action-packed edition of NXT from Full Sail Live is how you see Dirty Dominic Mysterio. 1-1 in this series thus far, losing to Trick Williams for the NXT Championship in the first episode of NXT this season, and defeating Santos Escobar, an old rival, over in last season in the Cruiserweight Championship scene. He beat him in an episode of WWE Dark. Let's see how he fares tonight against his opponent in this NXT Men's Jackpot NXT ladder match qualifier, because he's taking on the NXT Cruiserweight Champion, who has been on a roll as of late, but the championship isn't on the line. It's the young OG, your boy Bouncy. It's Javon Evans, the human highlight reel of NXT as of late, folks. 4-0, undefeated, made 3 successful defenses of his NXT Cruiserweight Championship since winning it in the inaugural episode of NXT this season, answering an open challenge from champion Dragon Lee and beating him, making his reign not even have 1 successful defense.
North Carolina, weighing in at 180 pounds, the NXT Cruiserweight Champion, Javon.
There's going to be a hell of a fight and Javon Evans, Dirty Dom, non-title encounter tonight though. And the first of many NXT Jackpot ladder match qualifiers. That's a men's one, we're getting a women's one tonight later on as well. And we are starting off the semi-final round in the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic Tournament. Here we go, Dirty Dom, Javon Evans starting us off here in this one live on NXT. Referee Chip Danning ringing the bell. He's ascended for this one matchup officially underway. These two now going to start and lock up here tonight live on NXT. Dirty Dom pulling elbow on Javon Evans and launching a great attack here to kick us off. He's going to get the upper hand, jogging for position. This could be an interesting battle here, because if Dom does defeat Javon Evans here to qualify for the NXT Jackpot ladder match at NXT Battleground, he could have a potential opportunity at Javon for the Cruiserweight title down the line after that ladder match. I mean, he could win that ladder match, could get a shot at potentially cashing in that contract anytime and anywhere. It's the exact same as the NXT Money in the Bank contract, or the Money in the Bank contract over the main roster. Just called a different thing now. It's Dirty Dom whipping him off that headlock there. A Dirty Dom hip toss on the Cruiserweight Champion. It's safe to say the crowd very much not in the favour of Dirty Dom tonight. Javon Evans not very happy with him. Colorable tap back into the center line. Both men screwing down. And that's big exchange here. Javon Evans got Dirty Dom here. Waist lock. Evans now. Shoulders down. Schoolboy looking for the win. Here's the cruiserweight champion qualifying a kick out by Dirty Dominic Mysterio. Forearm there by Evans. Nice kick to the leg. Evans now with great strikes from this incredible high flyer. This cruiserweight champion. Two former cruiserweight champions in there right now with one former, one current. It's Javon Evans. Got him here, ya boy. Bouncy. Listen to this place in Orlando. Come on, glue. It's Javon Evans now unleashing a hell of an attack. And a springboard bulldog by Evans. And a springboard splash all around the wall. The cover, the hook of the leg. The shoulders down, chip down in position. 1 count only after that flurry of offense by Evans. The kick out by Dirty Dom. Evans off the ropes. Going off the other side. Splash. And Evans is so fun to watch. This kid has taken NXT by storm as of late. 3 successful cruiserweight title defenses. One against the man he beat for the championship in the inaugural episode of NXT, Dragon Lee. The other against El Hijo del Vikingo in an incredible battle. And the other a couple of weeks ago against Fraxium's Nathan Frazier, who will be in action later on tonight, live on NXT apart of the NXT Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic semi-final. Spanish fly there off the top by Evans. Listen to this place go crazy. Cover. Look at the leg. Shoulders down by Javon to qualify for the Jackpot ladder match and a kick out by Mysterio. Javon looking good on the early going to this one to kick us off here in Orlando as we build to NXT Battleground before Money in the Bank on the main roster. Evans under the corner. Double knees though by Dom off the moonsault counter there. Mysterio back into it. And it's Dominic DDT. Dominic really on the path of wanting to become a Triple Crown champion here in NXT. He's a former North American champ, a former Cruiserweight champ, hitting that springboard moonsault for the 2 and a kick out by Javon Evans. Potentially he could go on to win the Jackpot ladder match, be a future champion here on NXT. Evans stomping away, or Dom stomping away on Evans, I should say, on the midsection there. Even this opening contest sends him out. Dirty Dom got him where he wants him, not for long. Evans, big forearm springboards and a clothesline by the Cruiserweight champion. You can't keep your eyes off Javon Evans for a second. Top rope getting froggy. Big splash there by Javon. The cover, the hook of the leg, the shoulders down to qualify. The 2 get the kick out by Mysterio. Evans, top rope again. There's the moonsault out of the corner. This kid is something special, man. And there's Dominic Mysterio running out of a drop kick right there to the chest of Javon Evans. Dirty Dom, the Irish whip, gonna send him out. Oh, send a big shot again. Went for another one. That's Tim avoiding it. Dirty Dom, though, gonna drop kick him and send him to the outside of the ring. And if this was a Royal Rumble matchup, he would have just been eliminated there. Listen to the crowd just soaking in Mysterio and all the boos, all the hate, but he's gonna fly anyway. He don't care. Dominic Mysterio in the top by tornado. DDT taking out Evans at ringside. Look at Dirty Dom. He's soaking in the adulation tonight. Very proud of his handiwork there, admiring it. As Mysterio super kick on the floor on Evans. Evans no fighting back. The counter, that's wheelbarrow stunner by Evans. The Cruiserweight champion now trying to get back to the swing of things here. Trying to get a flurry of offense. Evans, moonsault here off the ropes. The springboard to the floor. Classic Javon Evans. As he comes back into the ring now. Referee could count out Dirty Dom here as a count of 8. Dirty Dom could get counted out. Javon could qualify. There's a 9. Sliding baseball drop kick. Javon no. Breaking that count. And hitting an incredible slingshot corkscrew crossbody at ringside. I don't know there though. Javon could have won it by counter, but I feel like he's much more honourable than that. But he easily could have got the victory, folks. Dirty Dom would have taken the win like that. That may have cost Javon Evans. That might cost him as long as this match goes on, because Dom could win it, folks. You never know. Springboard and Dirty Dom with a drop kick. Unpredictable action here on NXT. The springboard in by Dirty Dom, picking up the Cruiserweight champion and plants some metronome driver cover. Pretty predicament. 2 counts as referee chip down and a kick out by the Cruiserweight champ Evans. And that's non-title NXT Jackpot ladder match qualifier for TakeOver. For NXT, they're not called takeovers anymore. I'll try to get that out of my head. But for the next NXT special event, which is Battleground, Dirty Dom Bulldog off the middle rope. Evans though fading back, clothesline down goes Dirty Dom. There's Javon Evans picking up The former cruiserweight champion hitting him hard in the corner. Went for a sliding line as well. Couldn't get it. Evans though. Able to get that splash that time. In the midsection of Dirty Dom hurting after that one. Javon Evans in the corner waiting for Dominic Mysterio to get to a vertical base. He's on wobbly foundation. Both men running into one another. There's Javon Evans though with a Hurricane Rana. Running in style, Evans, double jump, Evans, there it is! The spiral tap stake maneuver, the cover over the leg, shoulders down the qualifier, a kick out by Mysterio at 2. Says the official Chip Danning here tonight on NXT, a splash miss Mysterio. He'll move it a harm's way from that one, Dominic Mysterio with a running neck breaker. Dirty Dom ain't done just yet, picking him up, and a spine buster set out. Into a penny predicament, the cover. 2 count, going to Jackpot ladder match kick out by Javon Evans. The high stakes triple threat main event coming up tonight as well. To determine who will join the winner of this matchup. And who could potentially get an opportunity at Austin Theory for the NXT Championship. At NXT Battleground, Evans off the ropes, red dot! Oh, that's a thing of beauty by the young OG. Evans now waiting for victory perhaps against Evans. Or against Dominic, he is Evans, he's not looking to win against himself in the corner, there goes Dirty Dom, Javon Evans with a big kick. This is Javon's opportunity, middle rope, frog, splash knees up by Mysterio however. And it might allow Dom to take advantage in this one. The kick to the midsection, Mysterio code red, not covering the man though. Mysterio, can he get that Duke? Heading up high rank district, high risk, high reward, will it pay off? Mysterio with a frog splash! Cover! Finishing blow for Dom, 2 going to golden battleground kick out by Evans. The Cruiserweight Champion kicking out of Dominic's best shot today. Unbelievable, big kick upside the top of the head by the Cruiserweight Champion running in, Evans, oh my goodness, OJ cutter! Off the double jump, out of nowhere, cover, hook in the leg, shoulders down Evans, they're going on the Jackpot ladder match, a battleground and Dom kicking out at 2. What a hell of a battle today to kick it off. On NXT from Orlando, Javon Evans heading up high rank district, top rope once again, elbow drop by the young OG. Rolling out to the corner now is Dominic Mysterio. Evans got this one fully in the bag, hold up for long though. Oh, Dom out of the corner, went for that springboard attack, went for that tornado DDT perhaps, but couldn't get it. He's too busy showboating on the centre of the ring. Evans trying to catch him off guard, shoulders down, penny predicament, Javon Evans to go to the Jackpot ladder match at Battleground, 2 can qualify, no! Cruiserweight Champ almost had him, almost went 5-0 in this series as well. As he's beaten Dragon Lee twice, beaten El Hijo del Vikingo once, and beaten Nathan Frazier once. He could beat Dirty Dom once, but maybe not after that. The tornado DDT at the corner by Dom. And now Mysterio picking up Evans to put him away. Dirty Dominic Mysterio qualify. At expense of the Cruiserweight Champion, we would be missing out so much in a Javon Evans ladder match experience. He would be incredible in that. But look at this, Dirty Dom 619 and a halo slingshot out of the ring with a flipping senton cover. 2 count. Now going to Battleground. Evans staying in it again. What an incredible match here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, on NXT to get us started. Huge night still to come. As Evans, oh, he missed that Hurricane Rana. Dom could take advantage. Big shot, another big shot. Dominic Mysterio inside cradle, small package to steal one against the NXT Cruiserweight Champion. The cover, the 2 count, and a kick out by Javon Evans again. What a fight these two are bringing, both each out of each other, man, out of each man. Javon Evans, look at this. Oh, the cap up, the cap. Down goes Mysterio. Back to the corner, Javon Evans now. In the corner, monkey flip out of the corner. Javon, the double jump, spiral tap, dash maneuver, cover. Set of the ring, hook in the leg, shoulders down and go to Battleground. No! Kick out by Dom. I mean, if Javon does win this, he could be cool. He could be pulling double duty at Battleground. Because he could also be defending his Cruiserweight Championship. Look at Javon in the corner, double jump, OJ Cutter for the second time of the match. The cover, set of the ring, hook in the leg, shoulders down, referee in position, Javon Davis looking the battleground. There's two. No! What the hell is it gonna take? Dom just kicked out. That's the second OJ Cutter tonight. You gotta be kidding me. The super kick caught by Dirty Dom. Dom with a kick to the midsection. Big shot, big face chop. Look at Mysterio. Oh my god, the scissors. What a battle tonight, man. As Dom stomping away from the midsection of the Cruiserweight Champion. Looking to try and give Javon his first loss of the series thus far. Evans against the rope. Doesn't want to be there. Second time of the match for Dominic with a 6. 1, 9. And a Mysterio. How realistic. Heading up once again. And put him away. Final nail on the cover with a second time frog splash by Dom. The cover. The 2 get a Mysterio has pinned the Cruiserweight Champion. And is going to take over Battleground. A huge win for Dom, man. He is the first of 6 men to qualify for the NXT Jackpot ladder match at Battleground, folks. Will still to come tonight, a huge triple threat match with Battleground stakes. The winner goes on to Battleground to challenge Austin Theory in the main event for the NXT Championship. Whoever pinned or submitted gets nothing, but who then doesn't get pinned or submitted is going to join Dirty Dom in the Battleground ladder match. But coming up next, a women's Jackpot ladder match qualifier. The sensational Sol Ruka, who competed in a ladder match last week, takes on her good friend Zarya. That's next live on NXT. We're back live in the black and silver brand to a great view as the sensational Sol Ruka is in action next on NXT, ladies and gentlemen. Sol was competing last week to try and become the inaugural NXT Women's North American Champion in a ladder match of its own. As you can see, she did not come out with the North American Championship around her waist, therefore she was unsuccessful. That matchup and that victory came out to be the win for Jada Parker, the unlikely victor. And there felt like the odd woman out in a matchup with a much more experienced performers like Sol Ruka, like Julia, like Stephanie McCurr, like Jordan Grace, and like Blake Monroe. It was Jada Parker coming up top with a win. But Sol competed in that match. This woman, Zarya, lost out in her qualifying match to Jordan Grace. Who can get that shot and competed in a ladder match at Battleground? Will Sol do another one, or will Zarya get the opportunity we find out next? These two women are actually pretty good friends, pretty good allies. But tonight, that all goes out the window. It's an opportunity to compete in a hellacious ladder match. You can ask Sol Ruka herself. She would probably tell you it was one of the most punishing matches of her entire career last week. But she done a hell of a job in that matchup, even in defeat. Tonight she has an opportunity to qualify for yet another ladder match. This time, hopefully, get the victory in it. But Zarya wants to get an opportunity to qualify for yet another ladder match, but this time actually pick up the victory in our qualifying matchup against their good butt Sol Ruka. It's going to be a great contest live on NXT, the first women's Jackpot ladder match qualifying contest coming your way right here, right now in Orlando, and the Performance Center in NXT. Sol and Zarya, first time ever here on KO Productions, episode 36 of this Universe Mode series. So here we go then. Both women looking ready. Bell has been wrong. Referee Joey Gonzalez assigned the identities for this one, and both women getting the crowd hyped up here in this one. Going to be a fun exchange here on NXT. Both women sizing each other up, slowly walking towards each other. Here to kick us off. Zarya now extend the hand on Ruka. Ruka accepts, and Ruka, whoa, every woman for themselves. Just telling Zarya, we are friends, but this is all for me tonight. Well, here we go. Ruka now, waist lock on Zarya to get this one started good and proper. So Ruka, I mean, we've seen the same about Javon Evans, a human highlight in that ring. Ruka was so incredible last week in the North American title ladder match. A lot of people were very upset and very surprised that she didn't come out on top with the title. Jada Parker as the inaugural Women's North American Champion here on NXT. She made history. We'll see her in a number of weeks' time here with that new championship And she will be celebrating live with us here on NXT. Zarya, big forearm to the lower back as Sol Ruka. She's wrenched away in that hammerlock. Back in now to the side headlock. And this women's Battleground qualifying match for the Jackpot ladder match. The NXT equivalent of the Money in the Bank contract. Just one day before the Money in the Bank Premium Live event takes place for the main roster as Ruka getting wrenched away now by Zarya. That top wrist lock, countered though by Ruka and a side headlock. And now it's Sol who's got the control now. And it's Sol Ruka able to turn her around now, an arm wringer. On to Zarya. Here in the center of the ring. Zarya in trouble. Now it's Ruka, elbow right in the arm that time. Zarya done a shot earlier like that. Now it's Ruka going to capitalise with one of her own. Arm wringer still in. Wrist lock cinched in here. Just wrenching away on that shoulder of the much larger Zarya. That is a powerful shoulder as well, as Zarya going to fight out of it. Kick to the midsection and a big clothesline, or a punch to the midsection rather. Followed by the clothesline as Zarya now picking her up. Look at the strength. They're going to settle down face first. If that's how she treats one of her best friends, I wouldn't want to be Zarya's enemy, I'll tell you that. Zarya deadlift powerbomb on Sol Ruka. I mean, Zarya clearly got the strength, got the power advantage, but Ruka got the speed advantage, and she got most of the fanfare. A lot of fans of Zarya here tonight, but more so of Ruka. After incredible maneuvers like that, who could you not be? Covering a kick out off that springboard moonsault from the middle rope. Ruka looking for a standing moonsault and nails it. Man, such a treat to watch. As the high flying Sol Ruka out of the corner, missing the moonsault, and no Zarya. Gonna come back, fight back, and Zarya almost decapitating over that clothesline. She ain't done just yet, though. Ruka getting picked up. Zarya held and on another one. And now going for a third. Ruka not gonna like the view, and three devastating clotheslines. You heard the impact. Thunderous shots by Zarya, who heads up to the middle rope. Listen to this place in Orlando. We're enjoying this incredible battle tonight. Zarya, middle rope, and like a tank off the second rope. Taking out Ruka, the cover, the hook of the leg, shoulders down, referee in position, kick out. I saw Ruka that time. Coming up next after this contest, the first of two semi-final matches in the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic will commence. Fraxium taking on the LWOs. Dragon Lee and Santos Escobar. There's still Ruka running in with a shoulder tackle on Zarya. And of course, don't forget about the main event tonight. It's Sol from the middle rope with a headbutt that time. And Sol, moonsault! Joe Hendry, Ilya Dragunov over Femi. Winner gets a should have lost in theory a battleground in the main event for the NXT title. Whoever's pinned or submitted doesn't get anything. Whoever is not pinned or submitted but loses the match gets to join Dirty Dominic Mysterio in the Jackpot ladder match at NXT Battleground. Middle rope moonsault and bottom rope moonsault by Ruka off the springboard cover and a kick out by Zarya that time. Impressive kick out, and now it's Sol Ruka, another standing moonsault, who is all over this contest tonight. Against the much larger Zarya. Zarya now trying to get back into this one, and she does. Running in STO to the outside now is Sol Ruka, and it's gonna be Zarya that flies and takes out Sol. What a beautiful shot by Zarya. Clothesline that time off the apron, and is sending Sol around about the ringside area right in front of us here. And Orlando and the PC. Ruka standing Spanish fly in the floor of the counter from the clothesline of Zarya. Incredible from Sol. Referee continuing his count, but Ruka on the apron. The moonsault for the middle rope and flying. Taking out Zarya. What an incredible action tonight. Ruka back into the ring. Will she maybe get the count out victory? Referee Joey Gonzalez on a count of 7. Ruka though with a toe pick. Cross body to the floor. Taking out Zarya now at ringside. And breaking the count in the process. What a battle. Ruka sends Zarya back in. Zarya in trouble. So Ruka to qualify for the NXT Jackpot ladder match at the NXT Battleground. There's that springboard clothesline. Cover, hook in the leg, shoulders down. 2 count kick and again by Zarya. It's been mostly Ruka who has been incredible, as she always is in this matchup. Top rope, Sol looking to fly. Here she goes, turns around, looking for Sol in the wind. She's what a lot of people compare her to her. And Jeff Hardy, a lot of people compare her to the charismatic Big Man. I see the resemblance. Cover off the spear though. I don't know where by Zarya. 2 count. Kick out there by Ruka. Almost knocked her lights out that time. My goodness. Fast paced, frantic start to this NXT episode tonight. The second match of the night as Ruka gets planted by Zarya. Once again, the cover Zarya to go to the NXT Jackpot ladder match at Battleground. Only enough for 2 once again. It's Zarya. Stomped right in the rest elbow there by Soul. Ruka gonna fight out of the pain. Ruka now picking her up. Look at the strength of Soul. Got her. She wants her fireman's carry and a big time powerbomb position. Stacking her up. Jackknife cover. 2 gun on Zarya to qualify the kick out by Zarya. Zarya to the corner now. The crowd loving every second of the action tonight in Orlando, Florida. So Ruka. Avalanche Soul face force the X Factor up the top. The cover. Listen to this, please. Chant for this is awesome. Chant for women's wrestling. The 2 gonna get out by Zarya again. She's taking so much damage tonight and kicking out of everything that Ruka's throwing at her. Ruka top rope. Double axe handle rolls through and Zarya shoulders down. Zarya jackknife coming on Ruka. 2 count. Ruka able to counter and then Ruka putting predicament on Zarya. 2 count. No. Get that time. This is incredible. So, oh my, metal rope. So snatcher from 1 boot on the rope. Come on, 2 count. A qualify kick out by Zarya. Oh my. This is insane, ladies and gentlemen. Moonsault in the corner, he's up by Zarya. Ruka couldn't qualify off the Soul Snatcher. Somehow she was able to kick out Zarya, picking her up now. And a devastating F5 to her bestie. Cover, hook of the leg, shoulders down. That's made down it. Scoring to qualify for the Jackpot ladder match and a kick out by Ruka. Unbelievable. Who is going to Battleground, ladies and gentlemen? Who's going to be the first of 6 women to qualify for the NXT Jackpot ladder match? It could be Zarya out of the corner. Gorilla press face first goes Ruka as this one continues. Zarya now back against Rollins. Zarya! A bone rattling spear on Soul Ruka. She may be looking to put this one away here. And knock off Soul tonight on NXT. Zarya waiting in the wings. Ruka in trouble. Oh, grabbing the arm. They'll be looking off for the F5. Ruka can't get out of it. Oh, drop kick in the leg though that time. Able to do so. So Ruka the kick. So Ruka again the kick. Look at Ruka lighting her up. This is incredible. So make sure the midsection of that drop kick. And Zarya getting wrong. Oh, what a battle. Who's going to the Jackpot ladder match? It looked like Zarya was closing in on the way and Ruka was able to turn it around. And so Ruka handspring, handstand, coming back. That gymnastic background coming into play tonight. Picking up Zarya after dropping her. Zarya gonna get dropped again, and she, well, this time Soul not covering. She knows what she has to do, and she's gonna snatch her Soul. Second time, this time out of the corner. Soul Snatcher nails it. Coming to qualify for the NXT Jackpot ladder match at Battleground. 2 down, got her Soul. Ruka is the first woman to qualify for the NXT Jackpot ladder match at NXT Battleground. Congratulations, Soul Ruka. And she will be entering yet another ladder match. Her poor body's going to go through it once again at NXT Battleground. But she could prevail as the victor this time and get a bona fide opportunity in the future as a future world champion. Soul Ruka victorious tonight, but coming up next, the first of 2 semi-final matches in the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic coming your way. This is going to be a luchador extravaganza, a high-flying affair. Fraxium taking on the LWO Dragon Lee and Santos Escobar next. And your penultimate contest in Orlando, live on NXT. It was in the first round of the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic, the first match of the tournament for this team. For Axiom and Nathan Frazier were able to knock off the debut in tandem of Hank and Tank and their NXT debut. Let's see if they can advance into the finals in 2 weeks' time.
With a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of
We're down to the final 4 teams of the NXT Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. For Axiom, the LWO, Ethan Page and Grayson Waller, and the Lucha Bros of Penta and Rey Fenix, the winner of the entire Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic, which we'll find out in 2 weeks' time here on NXT, will get an opportunity to challenge the Creed Brothers, the NXT Tag Team Champions, at NXT Battleground for the NXT Tag Team Championships. As their reward of winning this #1 contendership, Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic Tournament. And here comes Axiom's opponents tonight. 2 former NXT Cruiserweight Champions in the form of Santos Escobar and Dragon Lee, the Latino World Order, who are coming off strong after their first victory as a team together in the first round.
Of 365 pounds, Santos Escobar and Dragon Lee, the LWO.
The LWO able to knock off Triple A's Mr. Iguana and Psycho Punk, the Psycho Creatures in the first round. Let's see if they can punch their ticket to the finals. Big time Dusty Rhodes Tag Classic matchup is next. We're back live on NXT. Here we go. Nathan Frazier, Santos Escobar set the start of this tag team matchup tonight in the semi-finals of the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. Referee Jeremy Marcus assigned the drinks for this one as Frazier, and a standing shooting star press to kick us off. Nathan Frazier now got Santos in the corner. Santos Escobar winning the Cruiserweight Championship last season against Ilya Dragunov and retaining it in the opening contest of NXT TakeOver Vengeance Day. Definitely go watch that matchup. It was incredible, but he lost it at TakeOver Deadline to Dirty Dominic Mysterio, who lost it at TakeOver Stand and Deliver to Dragon Lee, who lost it in the first episode of this series to a current Cruiserweight Champion, the young OG Javon Evans, who Dirty Dom, the former Cruiserweight Champ, beat earlier tonight to qualify for the NXT Jackpot ladder match at Battlegrounds. So incredible history in the Cruiserweight title scene as Javon Evans finally losing his first matchup this season. Earlier on this evening, tag made and comes Axiom. Nathan Frazier actually challenged Javon Evans a couple of weeks back for the NXT Cruiserweight Championship and losing action, of course. All while he is still teaming with Axiom in the mess of the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic tonight. Santos legal leg drop on Axiom here. Live on NXT in Orlando. Axiom now, look at this. Hurricane run on Santos Escobar now. And it's Axiom picking him up to the vertical base. Oh, listen, that shot. Big smack though. Nice kick. Going against the ropes and a clothesline on the floor. If this was a rumble, Santos would have just been eliminated. And Axiom's looking to fly now. Toe big cross body taken out. Santos Escobar on the floor here. Tantalizing action tonight on NXT as it always is in this Universe Mode series. It's Axiom. Perch stop now. Gonna fly. Oh, went to spring in. Couldn't do it. Went for the drop kick on Dragon Lee. But Dragon able to avoid it, which allows Santos to take advantage. I don't know about that from Axiom. Taking your eyes off the legal competitor and focusing on Dragon Lee. If you want Dragon that bad, Santos is like, here you go. Dragon Lee now legal on a shot to the midsection off the double team offense drop kick now by Dragon Lee. Dragon Lee didn't have any defenses of the NXT Championship. So the NXT Cruiserweight Championship since losing it on the first episode of NXT this season to Javon Evans. He wants to get tag team gold alongside Santos and the LWO. He could do that if he's victorious tonight against Axiom and against the winner of next week's semi-final matchup. Ethan Page and Grayson Waller battling the Lucha Brothers, Penta and Rey Fenix. That's coming your way next week right here on NXT, folks. As Axiom now going to send Dragon Lee out of the corner tag made. And comes Dragon. Nice shot to the midsection now. And now Dragon Lee. Missing that shot. Dragon side suplex. And Dragon Lee going to send Axiom down. To the top rope. Nathan Frazier in trouble. Big splash down by Dragon Lee on the cover. Hooking leg. Shoulder down. To qualify to the finals in 2 weeks' time and a kick out by Nathan Frazier and a flipping neck breaker now by Frazier that time. And for the second week in a row here in NXT, we're getting a triple threat main event right here on the black and silver brand. This Dragon Lee just hit a Mexican destroyer on Frazier, folding him like an accordion. The cover, the kick out immediately after being dropped in his head. A super kick though, couldn't avoid that. Was Nathan Frazier tag made And comes Axiom. But yes, 2 weeks in a row we're getting a triple threat in the main event tonight. On NXT, Joe Hendry, Ilya Dragunov over Femi, who competed in the triple threat last week with Trick Williams and Austin Theory, with Austin retaining the NXT Championship by pinning Trick Williams. Big time stakes in the main event still to come following this contest this evening. Dragon Lee Poison Rana spiking Axiom on the top of his head in a standing shooting star press cover to advance into the finals in 2 weeks' time with the LW on a kick out that time by Axiom at 2. My goodness. Tag made, in comes Santos Escobar now. Santos legal once again. Stomp on the leg of Axiom. Axiom going to kick out the leg of Santos this time. And it's Axiom with a drop kick. Right at the bridge of the nose and going down the ring now. It's Santos Escobar. As Axiom maybe looking to fly. Once again, no Santos. Gonna come back on the apron and a big cheap shot on Axiom. Could it connect? This time connects with it and now springboard cross body. And the former cruiserweight champion Escobar cover. So count on Axiom and a kick out. I believe Santos had a 100-day reign as NXT Cruiserweight Champion. Exactly 100. The great run as he's hooking in Axiom now for a Mexican Destroyer. Dragon done it earlier on Frazier. Now it's Santos' turn. Cover on Axiom. 2 count. Frazier breaking it off. And the count of 2. The Axiom went late here, Nathan Frazier. He ain't kicking out immediately out of a Mexican Destroyer. Oh, Santos still based suicide on Frazier now at ringside. Coming back in, want a piece of Axiom. Big shot blocked. Axiom full arm. And now it's Axiom with an inside step up style on to Santos Escobar. Irish whip now off the ropes. Here's Axiom. Oh, the snap German release. For the ropes, saving Escobar that time. Axiom, the Irish whip, going to send him into his own corner. Dragon Lee must be looking on as Axiom now. Going to try and put away Santos in the corner. What the hell is this man thinking? Axiom now, Spanish fly off the top. And the missing this Dusty Road Tag Classic semi-final cover on Santos for the 2 and the kick out by Escobar. Close call there, not to be just yet. And a tag made back in now. Comes Nathan Frazier. Nathan Frazier running in and we're back to the original 2 minutes that started off this contest. Frazier went for Dragon. Dragon caught him on the knee, and Dragon gonna get sent off by Nathan Frazier this time. Frazier moonsault out of the corner on Santos Escobar this time. Oh, wait a minute, looks like Nathan gonna take out Dragon. Lady wow with a tope cross body now ringside. This is insane. Nathan Frazier back in, shot from Escobar, forearm from Santos. Santos springboard drop kick by Frazier, cover. Hook in the leg, shoulders down and won the finals, the Dusty Road Tag Team Classic. 2 count, no kick out. You gotta imagine the Creed brothers, the NXT Tag Team Champions, looking on very closely to see who they will face at NXT Battleground for the NXT Tag Team titles. Whoever wins the Dusty Road Tag Classic will get that opportunity. You gotta imagine Ethan Page and Grayson Waller looking on closely as well as they'll compete next week against a team that will also must be looking on. The Lucha Bros, Rey Fenix and Penta, who will face the winners of this one in the finals in 2 weeks' time. Frazier in the corner, nice moonsault, top rope. Frazier backing up and boom, big splash. Dragon laid down, cover, hook in the leg, shoulders down, will this be an over? No! Santos making a save. This one's still hanging in there. Nathan Frazier was actually Dragon Lee's first match on NXT when he debuted in the series last year. It was Dragon Lee's debut contest, defeating Nathan Frazier. And well over a year later, they were doing battle and tag team action in the semi-finals of the Dusty Road Tag Team Classic. Dragon Lee teaming up with his LWO brethren, Santos Escobar, and Nathan Frazier teaming up with his Fraxium brethren and Axiom. Big knee strike there, and Axiom going to make the save off that bicycle knee from Dragon Lee. And Dragon gonna send Axiom down. Dragon Lee now looking for victory with the Irish whip. Gonna send Nathan Frazier to the corner. Tag made, Santos legal. Here comes the double team offense from the LWO. The double team hat toss and a double team kicks by Lee and Escobar. Escobar off the ropes, leg drop to the floor to Nathan Frazier. Frazier's hurting, but Frazier coming back and a big kick. My goodness, both men are down here. Crucial point of the matchup. Live on NXT. Who can capitalize? Fraser can. Getting back up, rolling to his feet. Overhand shot. Super kick down. Goes Santos. Top rope now. Nathan Fraser closing for the win for him in Axiom. Here they go. Phoenix splash by Fraser. Cover on Santos. They go to the finals now. Dragon Lee breaking it up at 1. Fraser in disbelief. He can't believe his size. He's going to send them down that time. My goodness. In the corner now. No Dragon Lee to be seen. Fraxium got this one in the bag perhaps. Look at this. Nowhere to go. German suplex off the top. Let's into this place in Orlando. This is awesome indeed. Axiom. Legal man, Arabian Press, Moonsault, tried it early, we couldn't get it, he gets it now, the cover, will it be enough for the win? To go to Escobar, and I can't get out, not yet, going to the finals of Fraxium. But this is an incredible battle. Fraxium have actually challenged the Creed Brothers this series thus far for the NXT Tag Team titles and losing the effort, but they would love nothing more than to get another opportunity at the goal by winning the entirety of the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic, but they might be weak after they get their opportunity. Therefore, the Creeds may make an easy picking out of Fraxium since they've already beaten them before. A knee strike there by Escobar on the tag. Dragon Lee legal. Axiom doesn't want to be there. Lee coming out the corner. The cut through by Dragon Lee. Big elbow straight to the face of Axiom, and Fraser coming in to make the save. Is this incredible Dusty Rhodes Tag Classic semi-final battle continued? Dragon Lee with offense on Fraser. A super kick down. He goes with those Axiom coming back, pretty big with shoulders down to steal it here. Fraxium for the win in the finals. 2-count kick out by Dragon as this one rolls on live. My goodness, we're back live on NXT, ladies and gentlemen. Fraxium in control, tag made, Fraser legal, double team offense on Dragon Lee. Brain buster by Axiom, Fraser top rope and a frog splash. This could be it. Cover here by Nathan Fraser on Dragon Lee. To go to the finals. Escobar makes the save at 1. Oh, goodness. And look at Nathan Fraser sending Santos Escobar down. Nathan, top rope. Red dash rack. Swanton bomb. Knees up by Dragon Lee. Able to survive. Lee kicked out to the knee. Shoulders down on Nathan Fraser. Lee and Escobar to go to the finals in 2 weeks' time in the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. 2-count kick out by Nathan Fraser. Dragon Lee, oh my god. Second time of the matchup on Fraser as well with a Mexican Destroyer and folds him. Like an accordion again and making a tag. Back in now comes Santos Escobar. And Santos, maybe looking to put Nathan Fraser away as we're back down to the original 2 men that started off this contest. Double knees in the corner. This is how we won the Cruiserweight title last season. Cover. Axiom breaks the count at 1. Santos is past and Escobar with a spine buster and Axiom. One-man wrecking crew here with Santos. Sending Axiom to the floor. Fraser legal on Dream Street. Doesn't know where it is. A wobbly foundation. Open down. Phantom driver by Escobar. We're going to the finals. LWO to win it. 2 count. They got him. Lee and Escobar go to the finals of the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic in 2 weeks' time. What a win for Lee and Escobar tonight. Historic events here on NXT. We'll see you in 2 weeks' time in the finals. You'll either be taking on Ethan Page and Grayson Waller or Penta and Rey Fenix of the Lucha Brothers. If you have a look at the updated brackets, Lee and Escobar, the LWO go to the finals. Who will they face next week? And the final semi-final match before the final comes your way in 2 weeks' time, and then the Tag Team Championship matchup at NXT Battleground. But coming your way next week on NXT, Blake Monroe going to be having an NXT Women's Jackpot Ladder Match qualifier match, but she's taking on a mystery opponent we won't know until next week. That is huge. It's coming your way next week. Also next week as well, folks, the final semi-final matchup of the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic, as alluded to earlier. Ethan Page and Grayson Waller, the unlikely duo, alongside Austin Theory, take on Penta and Rey Fenix, the Lucha Brothers. And then in another NXT Men's big time jackpot ladder match qualifier. The NXT North American Champion and non-title action against former NXT Champion Trick Williams. All that so much more next week live on the black and silver brand of NXT. But coming up right now is time for your main event of the evening. Triple threat NXT Championship contender matchup. But whoever doesn't get pinned or submitted to lose the matchup gets added to the NXT Jackpot ladder match. Here we go, we're back live in NXT as though you see the Mad Dragon, the former NXT Cruiserweight Champion Ilya Dragunov, who is set to square up tonight against Joe Hendry and the ruler, Obafemi. It was 2 weeks ago where Obafemi defeated Ilya Dragunov in the main event of NXT to earn an opportunity into an NXT Championship triple threat match last week alongside the former champ Trick Williams and the current champion Austin Theory, who defeated both men, pinning Trick like he did 2 weeks ago to capture the NXT Championship and walk out still the NXT Champion in the triple threat action. Femi getting another opportunity tonight. He was not pinned or submitted in that one, and if that's the case tonight, he gets added to the Battleground ladder match, the Jackpot ladder match that Dirty Dominic Mysterio has already qualified for earlier on tonight. But here comes a man who last week challenged Big Bronson Reed for the North American title in a losing effort, but had an incredible showing. It's Joe Hendry as we got some believers here live in Orlando, Florida. Can he get a shot on the goal? Joe Hendry is currently 0-2 in this series, but he's already in a high-profile spot in the main event as we saw all three of these men in one way, shape or form last week in NXT. Ilya appearing on an episode of WWE Dark, defeating Shawn Spears in the main event of that show. Joe Hendry, of course, we mentioned, losing to Big Bronson Reed in the North American Championship contest. That was Reed's fourth successful defense of his championship. And of course, Obafemi competing in a losing effort in the triple threat main event for the NXT Championship. But if you get pinned or submitted in this one, you get absolutely nothing. If you win, you get a championship matchup in the main event of Battleground against Austin Theory. And if you don't get pinned or submitted to lose the match, you will be added to the NXT Men's Jackpot ladder match alongside Dirty Dominic Mysterio, who qualified earlier on tonight by defeating the NXT Cruiserweight Champion, the young OG Javon Evans. You gotta imagine a title matchup gotta be looming for Dirty Dom against Javon for the Cruiserweight gold following NXT Battleground. But here comes the third and final man, and that's triple threat main event, and it's gotta be the most dangerous of them all. Dragunov's dangerous, but Dragunov found out 2 weeks ago that Femi might be more dangerous since he beat him in the center of the ring in singles competition. It's the ruler, it's the destroyer, it's the bringer of war. Here we go then, folks. Who is going to become number one contender and face Austin Theory for the NXT Championship and NXT Battleground? And who is going to be a part of the Jackpot ladder match to join Dirty Dominic Mysterio and the men's Jackpot ladder match at Battleground? We find out next. Who's triple threat main event coming your way live on NXT. We're back live on NXT as here we go. Your main event about to commence today. Live in Orlando. Referee Victoria Dorico ringing the bell. She is the official for your main event. Victoria Dorico getting us underway. Femi clothesline on Joe Hendry. Now fetch drop by Dragunov block. Femi and Dragunov go back and forth here with a fetch drop blocks Hendry. European uppercut over Femi. Dragunov snapmare. Oh, went for that twisting, flipping neck breaker with Stephen Hendry. Hendry moving out the way, going back after Femi. Going after the big target. Smart strategy for Joe. Maybe not though. As Dragunov takes him out and takes out Femi as well. See Dragunov, who finally wrapped up his rivalry with Shawn Spears last week on WWE Ducks, and Spears attacked Dragunov in the parking lot a number of weeks ago, which allowed Obafemi to be the tag team partner for Trick Williams when it was originally supposed to be Ilya Dragunov. And a tag match against Shawn Spears and Ethan Page on the the third episode of NXT here in this series is Hendry. Again in there with another big man. Doing very well and showcasing his power. He was in there with Reed last week, done very well. This week he's in there with Femi and Dragunov. Mostly Femi being the big man, and he's doing very well. Showcasing his strength against the larger Femi, but Dragunov top rope with Joe Hendry. Superplex here on NXT in your main event. Over wanting a piece of Ilya Dragunov here. Waist lock. Oh, Rabbit by the back of the head. And then third it. Choke slam by the ruler and a forearm. And Femi would love nothing more than to face Austin Theory one-on-one for the NXT Championship, because he knows he would not survive against the ruler. And I don't think he would, man. Nothing against Austin Theory. He was a great North American champion, but a lot of people seen he's a fluke NXT champion. I mean, he got helped to win the championship in the first place by Ethan Page and Grayson Waller against Trick Williams 3 weeks ago here on NXT. And yes, he did win the triple threat matchup last week to retain, but he picked his moment and he was able to capitalise on Femi's manoeuvres on Trick to get the win over Williams. And there's Dragunov baseball bat on Joe Hendry as this main event continues tonight. Big shot over the head that time. And there's more by Ilya Dragunov. Look at Ilya go here. Baseball bat shots on Hendry and throwing it. And Oba Ferry in a clothesline. Cover. Hook in the leg. Shoulders down on Oba. This may be it already in a kick out. Who's going to go into the ladder match? Don't better hope it's neither of these men. I mean, if you want one of them, you probably want Joe Hendry if you're Dominic Mysterio. And a toe beam by Dragunov. Going to wipe him out for now. As Femi comes back into the big shot. You better be hoping it isn't over Femi. You better hope Femi wins this. But either way, probably not, because if you win the ladder match, the jackpot ladder match, you may lose your cash in as Femi if Femi is the champion. Femi just slamming Ilya Dragunov there, but Hendry coming in to make the save of the pinning attempt. Let's Joe Hendry over Femi, back and forth over Femi. Gorilla press, got busted by the ruler. Dragunov though coming in. Knife edge chops and smacks on over Femi. He's never afraid to take the fight to Femi. Elbow drop on Dragunov by Oba. But now it's Hendry, turns around, waist lock. Hendry go back after a leg of Oba on a back suplex now by Hendry. Got believers tonight, man. The crowd believe. As everyone said his name, he has appeared for the second straight week here in NXT. It's Hendry now trying to choke out Femi with a submission here. Using a baseball bat, but Femi going to escape, and Dragunov going to get some weapons of his own. Going to get an equalizer of his own, a steel chair in hand by the Mad Dragon, who cracks over Femi over the back of the head with it after taking care of Joe Hendry. Big shot on its section as Femi is rocked with that chair. Time and time again, Dragunov wailing away with it. Look at Ilya. Getting adulation and love from the sold out crowd, feeding off of their energy tonight in Orlando in the Performance Center. As Ilya Dragunov got over Femi in a precarious position. Sitting down in the opposite corner of the ring. We've seen this before. Dragunov blowing him a catch. The coast, even wiping out Hendry in the process. Unbelievable by Dragunov. Cover on Femi, who can that tree trunk of a leg, and Hendry going to make the save at one. Joe Hendry now back in the corner by Hendry on Dragunov and road to the outside of the ring. Oh, but Femi getting grabbed by Hendry and one of his own. Can Hendry do the unthinkable and pin either the former cruiserweight champion Ilya Dragunov or a man destined to be a future champion here? Oh, but Femi is Hendry, freak of nature. By Hendry, the fall-away slam to put Dragunov away. Goozles him by the throat. He calls this the standing ovation. Cover, hook in the leg, shoulder down, Femi baseball bat to break the count. And went for the baseball bat shot on Hendry. Hendry able to avoid it. Hendry up the ropes, clothesline avoided. And now it's over. German suplex to Hendry and a drop kick down. Goes Dragunov. And hitting him with a baseball bat right in the injured knee with a brace on and all sorts. Dragunov though with a big boot over Femi. And Hendry on the outside. Dragunov to pin over Femi to make sure he gets a title matchup against Austin Theory. A battleground and Hendry goes into the ladder match. Torpedo Moscow. Dragunov with a big boot on Hendry as he comes back into the ring with a kendo stick. Trying to come in with an equalizer. Ilya Dragunov went for the European uppercut. Hendry going to catch him with an uppercut of his own. And then it's Joe Hendry neck breaker onto Ilya Dragunov. And that's incredible main event, but Femi doesn't want to lose 2 back-to-back triple threat main events here in NXT in a row. He wants to at least win this one. Going to challenge Theory for the NXT title at Battleground. He may be on his way to do so with a fall from grace on Hendry. Dragging over the floor, down and out. They'll cover the hook in the leg. Shoulders down, 2 count. No! Hendry backing out. And a fall from grace from Femi. You gotta be kidding me. Here comes Dragunov back into the ring now. Going straight for the biggest threat of the match. Over Femi, clothesline in the back of the head, abracadabra there by Dragunov. Hendry trying to grab on big shots and shots. Ilya Dragunov, club and blow right in the back that time. Ilya Hendry right back up, however, off the ropes. Joe Hendry dropped down. And Hendry, big forearm shot over Femi, comes back, big shot now on Joe Hendry and a running MSTO. Hendry. That kick getting picked up by Oba though. Countered by Hendry. The reverse DDT. There's Dragunov with a kick right in the back of Joe Hendry. Gonna pick Hendry up to his feet now. Dragunov off the ropes. Constantine special. But Femi will is German and Dragunov. Dragunov sent packing. Femi to steal the win from Ilya now the cover. The Base Theory 1-on-1 at Battleground for the title in the main event. The kick out at 2 by Hendry. Hendry surviving, doing well tonight. But I feel like he's the odd man out. He will be the man to take the pin in this match for sure. But maybe you can't count out the man, Joe Hendry. Just look at his friends. Say his name, heel Page Hendry. Standing ovation on Femi. Dragunov, wait a minute. Electric chair bridging pinfall. Penny predicament, shoulder down. Hendry down and out. 2 count Dragunov. The winner kick out by Hendry. Oh man, Dragunov out of the corner. Femi in the center of the ring. Ilya H. Boom! An emphatic connection on over Femi. Look at Joe Hendry. Get Hendry. Take on Theory. A Battleground for the NXT title. Freaking nature on Ilya. And now here comes Hendry. Oh goodness, what a big upset this could be. Standing ovation, second time of the match on Ilya for the entire match. But not breaking it up as all but Femi. Oh, big elbow, the counter. Joe Hendry went to grab Oba went to grab him. Femi, European uppercut. What an hellacious triple threat main event. The second of Femi's tenure. Into back-to-back weeks here, but Dragunov coming in. Ilya Dragunov now with a bulldog on Femi. And Femi with a fall from grace for backline with NXT. Dragunov is down and out. 2 count of pin Ilya again like he did 2 weeks ago. Femi gonna get him away. Ilya kicked out a fall from grace somehow. Some way. Hendry back in. Sledgehammer shot. Dragunov. Big running clothesline. Back to his feet though is Joe Hendry. Dragunov, Femi, big boot by the man Dragon. And Ilya got Hendry wants some Femi in the outside. This is not what Femi wants. That's happened to him last week as well. The edge bomb by Dragunov, the cover on Hendry, shoulders down like his hook. Will Femi make it? Dragunov the face Femi. 2, 3, Ilya Dragunov done it. Femi's raging, but it's going to be a jackpot ladder match. We're Dragunov the number 1 contender. What a win for Ilya, what a matchup, what a show it's been, folks. Here tonight, thanks for joining us. That's all we have time for live for this episode of NXT.